more beginner's algebra, subtraction, and changing the position of x. So far, we've seen two ways of solving an addition problem in algebra, the balance method and the movement method. We've only done addition problems up to now, but if you think about it, it's not much of a reach to go to a subtraction problem. Y minus 22 equals 37. Here, I'm using y for my variable. I don't want you to get stuck thinking that it always has to be x, because any letter can be a variable. And our first step is always to isolate the variable. I don't know which is your preferred method, but I like the movement method best, so I'm using it here. We move the constant and its sign over to the other side, and the sign changes to the inverse. Minus becomes plus. And now we evaluate. 37 plus 22. 59. Y equals 59. So it doesn't matter if we have x plus a number or x minus a number. You have the tools to solve it. By the way, you keep seeing me draw a little bubble around the terms I'm moving. I recommend this as you're beginning because it really focuses your attention on what you're moving and how it changes when it goes over the equal sign. And we're not finished yet, there's more to think about. What happens when we change the position of the variable? What about this? 19 minus 5 equals x. Isn't this just like a regular number sentence that you might have done in grade 3, except instead of a blank space at the end, we've got an x? You bet it is. 19 minus 5 is 14. So 14 equals x. Or we can say x equals 14. Don't be troubled by this kind of presentation. You've got this. And what about this? 23 plus x is 65. X is in the middle. In order to isolate x, we have to move 23. It doesn't have a sign in front of it. Well, that's not a problem. We're not bothered by the fact that there's no sign in front of 65 at the end, are we? Right then. If you have a number in an equation without a sign in front of it, it's a positive number. So we move the 23 over and it becomes minus 23. Evaluating, we get 65 minus 23, and that's 42. So x equals 42. Play with the positions of your variable. Swap the letter out. Don't always keep it as x. Get used to seeing different letters in your algebraic equations. Next time, I'll show you what happens when you get a negative variable. See you soon.